Hey, what's up, everybody? So I got some amazing news. I actually spoke to Russ. Okay, so this is the Shiba Inu leader right now over there for the Shiba token, and I just want to let you guys know that it's it's amazing. This has so much future potential right now. It's insane, and you guys aren't probably thinking deep enough about it. Most people are seeing this on the negative side, but there is positives. Okay, so you got people who and let me just kind of digress a little bit from the new token project, because I'm going to hop right back in there. But let me just talk about a little bit about Shiba Inu and what's happened with Vitalik, and really what's going on. Okay, so Vitalik, he was supposed to be a burn wallet, supposedly, where 50% of the supply of Shiba Inu went to his wallet. Well, yesterday everybody was like freaking out, right? Because he took 5%, right? It was 1 billion US dollars worth of SHIB tokens, right? And that value obviously increases or decreases on this SHIB's on SHIB's performance, right? Now, why did he do that? Why didn't he just give them like rupees, because it's India, right, for this COVID relief? Well, here's the thing, is because he did that, he's saying the value is with us. We have the value. The value is in SHIB, this currency, or whatever currency he gave him. So what is he really saying? He's saying, look, the value's up to the world, right? Well, how does the world value this currency? Does it value it more than $1 billion? Value at $1 billion? And it's sad that we compare it to the US dollar, because we're trying to create other currencies where it's like, hey, I have 50 trillion SHIB. Oh my God, I have 50 trillion SHIB. Like, that's a trillion's insane, right? I mean, to have 50 trillion of it is more than enough to cover like a nation, So that's the way we have to start thinking, is about the value of the actual currency itself, not compared to a US dollar, not compared to any of this other money, but to what it is, right? And obviously it's going to be support from the community. That's what we're creating here with this new token project. And what really is a currency, right? Well, it's where you want to buy something, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you're working to buy something, and obviously people are like providing the work because they want to earn your money, right? And it's a cycle, it's a circle. So how do we interfere here and able to cut out some of these big scumbags, right? Because we don't have any say with how money is spent now. Like, we don't have a say with what happens to our tax dollars. We don't have really a say in anything. We're just these pawns that never get heard. So how do we affect that? How do we fix this, right? And that's the questions we have to ask ourselves. Well, it's going to start from us being able to create a new currency that we have slightly more control as a people over, and that's where this token community collaboration came a part of realities being made a reality every day here. So one of the cool things about this that we've deducted from our talks is that a currency is going to depend on the supply, right? If there's no supply, there's no demand. Hence, supply and demand are collaborative effort. So we have to supply something, for there to be demand. So we're going to supply, courses in the beginning, things to help you and teach you how to better your life on a cheaper scale, right, in the world. And then if you start living cheap, then obviously you can stack your currency, you can stack your funds, your wealth that way, and that's one of the ideas that we have as well. So I actually, a little bit about me. In my background is, before I got into cryptocurrency, I was doing marketing. I actually sold marketing programs to students, right? And I was, it was great for the ones that did well, because there's a lot of action that you have to take behind it. But for the ones that didn't do well, I felt somewhat bad, because they had a good heart, but they still were left behind because they didn't take the action necessarily. So how can we fill that gap, so people that have good hearts, but also may be slow to take action, can still make an impact on the world in a quick amount of time? So that's why I went ahead and got started on this. I literally got started with cryptocurrency maybe about 3.5-4 weeks ago, when I invested in Dogecoin, because I thought about the blow up. But then I started looking into more altcoin and started really studying up. So then I got into the SHIB, and got in real early on that. Needless to say, I've made quite a lot of money with these tokens. However, I haven't pulled out, and I left it invested in. And the reason for that, because I start to see a little bit more, especially with this Vitalik move that was made, it made me think a little bit about the true value of the tokens I hold, the true value of the currencies that I have invested in, and the currencies that I want to build moving forward. So we're going to partner up with currencies that obviously are doing good and that have action behind what they say. There's a lot of currencies out here saying that they're going to do stuff, and just no action behind it. But I love the action behind SHIB. So hey, check it out. Not only that, we're going to go ahead and also make sure that everybody's voice is heard. You might have a great idea that is going to go unheard of if you don't speak up and say something. So we're going to have an opportunity for everybody to speak their mind, give their opinion, and have people vote upon it accordingly. And it's almost like a democracy, except there's nobody really blocking your voice. There's nobody you have to report to. I mean, you just go and do it, and like some sort of post will get likes, and we're gonna talk about how we're gonna set that up here in the near future. But this is very, very new project, and if you think you could provide some value, then hey, go ahead and join us. I'm gonna do my best to provide value to every single member in this community, and I will be active. I'm actually, even though I call it a community collaboration, there's got to be some sort of leader, some sort of someone that's going to be responsible for pushing along the agenda of the token, of the currency, right? If there isn't, then if things are standstill, then there's no one to blame. There's no one that can take responsibility for what's going on. So I'm going to take it upon myself to do that and give you guys my information, be super transparent throughout this whole project, and just let me know if you guys have any questions at all, because this is a 7-minute video so far. I'm not trying to take up too much time here, but I do appreciate you guys for watching this. And once again, you guys are going to be super excited and super glad that you guys invested with this idea into this token. So go ahead, click that Telegram link below, and let's make some history happen.